This is Hooked Up.
So you pump back and then reel down. Now reel down, fast, just pump fast. Okay, but you want to pump it.
I lost it.
No, you didn't, He's there, reel. There you go, reel. We did lose it, all right.
Man, I lost it.
Yeah, we lost it, all right, we'll get another one.
Unless he's coming back, but I think he had lunch already.
He's swimming with us, this guy.
Oh, no, he's back. I guess he still is there.
He was swimming with us. Hey, don't forget, this is for $1.
Oh, bastard!
Whoa.
Mine is here. Yeah.
Nice work.
Kingy, nice.
First catch.
I owe him $1.
Hey, beautiful mackerel. Look at that. That's gonna be lunch, or maybe breakfast. That's gonna be
There
good.
we go. All right. Nice job, man.
Good job.
Let's get some more.
Manhattan or Paris? Manhattan, my life. Paris, my dream.
What brought you to the States? Because listen, you probably would have had a great career in France.
No, but I think as a chef, you can travel the world.
Mm-hmm.
And when you think in the 70s, and all those three-star chefs was traveling to Australia, America, Asia, Japan, and all that, and they all either store there, they had restaurants, like Bocuse had a restaurant in Tokyo.
Right.
And
how many restaurants do you have now?
14.
14.
Not as many as you.
No, I have 8. But you know, everybody thinks that this is new and this is something that American chefs have done, or something that happened in America. But years ago, you got 3 stars. You had offers in
everywhere,
Japan, and
absolutely.
And plus, you also opened up your bistro and your brasserie. You had your line of cookware. You know, so this isn't something that happened in America. But yet, everybody thinks that this is new.
I'm going to show you later an ad in Time magazine, 1977, of Paul Bocuse wearing a Rolex, and the picture is in a Rolex of him in the kitchen.
Perfect.
And the line is, just like in cooking, it's all about timing.
Right. So I mean,
the line was so perfect for the ad.
He was probably the first person to come out from the kitchen and and do those kind of things, and realize that a chef could be more than just that guy in the kitchen.
I mean, he was the only one to understand marketing, to understand that after all, our business was not sufficient just by itself. You needed also to be a marketing for not only your restaurant, but your region.
Fish on.
Already?
Hey, seagull. Oh, poor bird. I just got tangled.
Oh, at least he's not hooked. Maybe it is his lucky day.
It's jiggling.
Whoa.
Now it's pulling. Now he knows he's hooked.
Yeah, it's coming in. It's coming in.
It looked like kingfish, Joey.
Face to fish. Turn around, face to fish.
Allez, il don't want to come up, là. I don't think he likes the surface. Hold on. He's pulling like mad. Oh, man.
Hey, you having fun yet?
Sorry, boy. They're gonna be my lunch. So far, I'm catching more fish than you, Tom. What the heck?
Yeah,
is going on
that's
now?
the way it's supposed to be.
How you doing, Tom?
We're doing great.
I think we can open a sushi bar.
We are catching fish.
I'm glad I brought a bottle of Chablis because we're gonna have enough fish for it. It's a magnum.
Nice. So when you're in Palm Beach, someone takes you out fishing? No?
I never stay enough. Only Tom Colicchio take me fishing in Florida. I like that. Look at this baby now. Oh.
Whoa. What's that down below us? Look at that big thing down there.
Shark?
I don't know, big. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's huge.
Where?
There it is, back behind us. Might be a hammerhead.
That's maybe what I am on my pole, no?
No, nobody's gonna get that soon. If it's a hammerhead shark.
Watch out. Don't fall in the water. I let the pole go, huh? I don't go with it.
What happened to yours, Tom?
I got robbed.
Madonna or Gaga? Madonna. I was there in the 80s when she was playing in the little club of New York. The 80s was fun in New York, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I used to go to a club down at the meatpacking district. So all a group of friends, we went down, and that was Hellfire. That was my first foray into an S&M club, which was my last too, but that was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
Totally
I think they had slings and people would sling. Yeah,
I mean, you get into the club, there were people hanging on ropes and getting whipped and all that. You're like, whoa, what's going on there? Never been.
Save that for the kitchen. You want to whip people, do it in the kitchen, right?
Try to hook him right here in the nostril.
I'm looking for the big catch. Come on, guys. I don't know if I lost it or not. No, it's there.
There's another king.
Yeah. Not too big.
Kingy.
Oh, a little dangerous.
That's a toothpick.
So you were at the Westbury Hotel?
Yeah, the Polo Lounge.
Oh, it's Polo Lounge. So you were...
Thomas Keller was there,
right.
Alfred Portal, Bill Yosses, and
a few... David Boulud was there, right?
No.
No, he wasn't?
Never worked with
I think
me.
he likes to say he was.
Yeah, no, man.
Did you know when you were working there, did you know that these guys were like a special group?
I met the most amazing team of young chefs I've ever seen in America. I mean, even Washington, that didn't exist.
At this point, you realized you were staying in New York, you weren't going to go back home?
No, absolutely.
So Serial came after you and made you an offer to come and work at the church?
Chef. Basically, what happened is that a group of chefs had dinner at Serial and said to Serial, you know, I mean, I think the restaurant is really fantastic, but you got to have a better chef. And I think Serial wanted to really also make some change.
I would say more modern.
And Serial, amazingly, has always been a guy who wanted to invest on talent. I could see the potential. I just had to reorganize the entire kitchen my way, and I had to build a new team.
Once you got there, obviously you wanted to redo the menu, but there were certain things that Serial had to have on the menu.
Oh yeah.
So how did you deal with that?
But you know, I mean, for me with Serial, I think we connect well because he's a very nostalgic man, and when it comes to food, he's always nostalgic to the dishes he used to have. For example, he asked me, you know, burrito misto. Can you make burrito misto? I had no idea what it was until I worked for Serial.
Okay.
And every Saturday, we had a burrito misto on the menu at the Serial.
It's almost like chou garni without the cabbage.
No, it's like a pot au feu.
Exactly.
Pot au feu.
Right.
Like a French pot au feu, but then the French pot au feu, we try to keep the very clean and fancy meat. Here you're putting the head, the calf heads, you're putting the tongue, the brain, the whole chicken. Of course, I didn't make my reputation on that dish, so I felt that at the Circle was, if 20% of the dish on the menu were going to keep Serial happy, I could deal with it. But at least I had to have 80% of dishes who really kept me happy.
Right. One dish I think you developed when you were there was the bass with the potato skin.
Yes.
Do you still do that dish?
No.
No?
After 20 years, my chef told me it's time to retire the paupiette. So I said, okay, we're going to retire that dish. It was a black sea bass wrapped in potatoes with leeks and a red wine sauce. I said, we're going to retire that dish, but we're going to continue to do always an interpretation of that particular 4 ingredient who goes very well together.
Right. Okay.
So every year we have new rendition of that.
So what are you doing currently? What's the rendition?
Well, that's what I did actually in Miami. Serial was honored there. And I just did the dish where the bass is slowly cooked in parchment paper with a branch of thyme. The red wine sauce is done with a little touch of port wine also. So we usually use full body wine, touch of port wine and butter. And then we do a bavarois of leeks, which is basically a custard of leek. We cook it in sheet pan, chill it and cut it in a little square. We fry leeks on it. And I make also some pomme lyonnaise where I basically make sheets of potatoes with sweated onion in it, roll it, cook it sous vide until it's super tender. And then after, make a hole in the middle and fry it and fill it with soubise, which is onion marmalade puree.
Yeah.
So leeks, potatoes, red wine, sea bass, all together in a different way.
Right. I think this is really what makes one chef different from another, because you can give a chef the same exact ingredients and let's approach things differently and do different things with it. And that's what's really exciting about food, because it's never the same.
Got a shark. A shark? He ate the fish? Oh man.
Pretty good bite, huh? Yes, teeth part.
Let's grab that shark.
I remember years ago, you did the fondue party at your house.
You were there?
Yeah, I was there, yeah.
Man.
That was so much fun. You know, what was great about that?
I was trying to remember Jean-Georges, Grey Coon.
Yeah, you had 4 or 5 different chefs who had very strong opinions about what fondue should be, and they all jumped in the kitchen, and I just said, you know what, I'm gonna sit out in the living room and drink. But that was a great night.
I mean, we were 30 people around the table. We had 7 chefs in the kitchen. Each one had 3 pounds of cheese, a bottle of white wine, garlic, a bottle of schnapps, and it was like, good luck, make your own fondue.
Right.
F it up or make it good.
And you always remember certain nights. That was one that I'll never forget. That was a lot of fun.
Every one of my restaurants has really a strong story attached to it.
Right.
It has to be linked with France. It has to be linked with my roots.
Hi, I'm Tom Colicchio. Don't miss any episodes of my new show, Hooked Up. Click the subscribe button.